So we look to the Raiders first of all. Simonson is now your fullback this week. Valamir is called into the wing. Timoko is slotted into the centre because, of course, Curtis Scott is currently under suspension. White and Williams are your halves pairing. They do welcome back Papali'i. Hodgson replaces Starling. Those two will swap shirts this week. So Hodgson in the 9, Starling in the 14. Gula loses his prop spot to Dynamis Louis. Sutton is still your 13. Harold Ranara 11 is in your 11. Whitehead in the 12. And then you've got Soliola and Tarpanay also on the bench. As for the Broncos, 3 massive changes. Farnworth will be your fullback after Isako was hooked last week after an absolute horror show. Copley is into the centres. Selwyn Cobbo goes to the other wing with Xavier Coates named, but again, questions. Carmichael Hunt is your 6, Albert Kelly in the 7. Payne Haas comes in on the 10 shirt, Asiata dropping to the bench, where he joins Palacia, Hetherington, and Rabati after Rabati's double last week and the Simbin. So he had an eventful week last week. I already know where I'm going on this one, but I'm going to let you go first on this. See whether we agree.
Broncos 1-12.
I expected us to disagree on this one, but we're going the same way.
I'm more going a gut feel on this one than anything else. And mind you, I was able to look at most of the team lists coming into tonight. This is not one I saw, but I did see the news of Isako being dropped. Am I surprised? No. Do I feel for him? Yes, because he's been the Broncos' best all year. Like, consistently their best. But they're going to get up for Carmichael. It's his first game in the NRL in, 10 years?
4,227 days, said the Broncos press release, and I don't know why I remember that oddly specific number, but I do.
The useless things that you have in your head, mate. So nearly 11, if not nearly 12 years that Carmichael Hunt has been away from the NRL. He's now back. Yeah, the former 22-year-old who ditched us for AFL. No, I don't blame him for the money he got. Comes back with the former outcast in Albert Kelly. Farnworth is electric. I'm not sure how he'll go at fullback because he has played centre majority of his career and is an English centre by trade. So we'll see about that. Love to see Tessie New come back and take the spot potentially of Jesse Arthurs. Not that Arthurs has done anything wrong, but I didn't think Tessie New had done anything wrong when he got dropped. Forward battle, Lodge and Haas against Papali'i and Dynamis Louis. It's mouth-watering. Tavita Pangai Jr. against Corey Harawira-Naira. Inject that into my veins. Tommy Flegler, who's a bit of I won't say a Paul Gallen / Corey Parker clone, but between him and Pat Carrigan, they both have that sort of vein against a little bit of a more dynamic 13 there in Ryan Sutton. You've got TC Rabati, Keenan Palacia, John Asiata, and Kobe Hetherington up against Tom Starling, Emre Gula, Sia Soliola, and Joey Tarpanay. That, by name, is not appealing. But by looks, that's a pretty good bench battle. That's a really good bench battle. This is a Canberra side that has been dragged through the mud the last month in the media with actions, both players on and off the field. And I think, we won't go into detail into the Curtis Scott thing, but I think that's going to be the straw that breaks the camel's back. I think the season goes into a downward spiral as much as I don't want to see it. And I think the Broncos get up here. Anytime try scorer, Xavier going up against Rapana. Rapana's not the best leaper. I think that's a gimme. You could also make a very good argument for Carmichael Hunt scoring a try coming back for the first time in 12 years. I think that's just a story waiting to be written. And he's paying $433 right now. Surely you load up. Surely.
Yeah. I think that the Raiders are in too much strife off field right now. I think that the players' heads are a little bit fried. Yes, you get Papa Lee back, and he's going to want to make a big old dent up the middle with the fact that he was missing for a little while through suspension. But I'm feeling Copley coming back and grabbing a try on his return. Been out, I believe he's been injured. And you know what? As the numbers line up, coming up against Timoko and Rapana, like he said, Rapana sometimes can be out jumped. If Coates gets up above him, just knocks it down, Copley's there. Even just punching the hole, I think Copley's explosive close to the line. You saw it when he was, back when he was still playing and still in favour. But again, I think that Copley comes back. I think he maybe grabs a try, maybe two. Who knows? But I do fancy him for some reason. The off-field dramas at the Raiders at the minute are just, they're growing. Yes, of course, the Broncos have had one this morning in Tony Staggs. Unfortunately, so close to his return from injury. But this is, what's an NRL season without a little bit of off-field crisis? But I just think that the Raiders at the minute is too much, and I think it's took its toll on these players, and I think they're just kind of hoping to see this season out at this point. I struggle to see the Raiders making the 8 right now. I really do, and I'm going Broncos 1-12. I think maybe a low scoring game, but I think that Copley gets over for a try.
All right.
Okay. I think we're unanimous on that one, and with that, we will go to the Warriors versus the Storm.